Now let's do shows. So
Ooh, who's gonna go first?
these are the ones that actually earned our time in 2025. Again, we're just going to be doing our short list first, and I'll go ahead and do mine first.
Show us.
So this is my short list. I actually okay. I just there we go.
Okay.
So this is my short list for 2025 for
Wow.
movies
Okay.
or for shows. Sorry, we just did
Oh,
movies.
I'm very surprised by one of them
Um,
because I'll get whenever you get to that we can talk about
okay.
it. But go ahead.
So the first one is The Pit. If you guys haven't watched The Pit, I highly recommend it. Especially again, it has to do kind of sort of with my job. Like it's an ER, like emergency department show, and like very realistic, like very realistic. So I highly recommend if you like those type of shows. Amazing. The next one is Solo Leveling. Oh, sorry. Did you have a question?
I was gonna say, Chris, we might have to watch the pick because I'm just looking it up. This one's like highly rated.
How many episodes?
It is.
It
They just
says
started
two
season
seasons.
two.
Yeah, it says it has two seasons. Season
Season one is 15 episodes. It's like 40, 50-minute
yeah,
episodes each.
season two has 3 episodes right now, but Chris, IMDb is at 8.9 out of 10.
Jesus, that is
And
really, really
then
high.
Rotten Tomatoes critics has it at a 97, and the audience has it at an 85.
Holy
How
moly,
the
dude, that's
I'm
high.
surprised that audience has it at 85, but yeah, it is a it
Yeah,
is
but oh,
it is won awards. So but
mm.
so aside from that, I have Solo Leveling, which I know you guys know, anime show. I thought it was another
Season. Oh, wait, sorry. Just to be specific, you're talking about season two, right? That released this year.
Solo Leveling.
Yeah, because season one
Yeah,
came
so
out
season one, yeah, last year, and then
last
Oh,
season
year.
two came out this year.
Yeah,
when we're
I guess I
talking,
wasn't the only one not paying attention to the years.
but it's season two is still very valid to have it on your list.
Yeah.
yeah, I was about to say it was that was the you guys watched it, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I watch it.
and
Okay.
spoiler, it's on my list.
Okay. So, yeah, it was amazing anime. It's I haven't been into an anime in a good while, and this one kind of did the trick for me. The other one I have is was actually very surprising. Is Welcome to Derry. So for those that haven't watched it, it follows. If you've watched the It movies with Pennywise, this is essentially TV series based on that. It is based in I think this year is like 1968. Every season it goes back 27 years. So you kind of get a different cast and all these different settings and everything. And the first season was amazing. The characters were great, and obviously, I mean, Pennywise like he I think is probably the villain of 2025. Um,
Had a buddy
but
who watched Welcome to Derry, and he said it was very good too. I did watch episode one, but I'm not into scary stuff. But
well,
yeah,
the buddy that recommended to you also doesn't know how to rate very well, but
yeah, that's true. But he said it was good. He said it was good.
yeah. And he is the buddy is more of a horror guy, so but yeah, this one caught me off guard because I'm not a very like horror forward person. I've been starting to get into that. Um so yeah, great watch. The other one, Peacemaker season 2. I know a lot of people did not like the finale. I will say it wasn't like the best finale I've ever watched, but I thought it was a good finale that actually resolved some things, and then left things open for like future stuff. Now I will say episode 7 definitely felt like the finale. Episode 8 felt more like setup for the whole like DC universe. Um, but I highly recommend it. John Cena is Peacemaker. John Cena is awesome.
He's awesome.
Yeah, can't go wrong there. But the last one I have on the list is
So,
Kaiju number 8.
And
Miguel,
this is the one I'm surprised at.
Oh yeah,
so you're saying that a pacemaker is a TV show of just an empty screen and someone's just talking over it, so you're just narrating?
no Peacemaker.
Yeah, but you said John Cena's there.
Okay. I was just like, what? But no, I get it now.
Oh, you get
Um,
it.
yeah, you can't see me. But yeah, no, the other one I have is Kaiju number 8, and this one was actually hard because there was actually a couple other ones that could have gotten on the list, but
So
I
I'm
think
shocked at this one making it, but you go ahead.
the way Kaiju number 8, like it was started out very strong. It kind of lost a little bit of momentum for me, but then like the end almost kind of brought it back and made it a hell of a lot better. Yes.
So real quick, no spoilers, because I haven't finished season two. I'm about like 8 or 9 episodes into season two. I only need a few more. But
Uh,
also,
so yeah, at the
um,
end, actually, everyone
yeah,
dies.
okay.
So
But also, you're referring to season two, right? Not season one, because season one came out last year.
yeah, season two.
Okay, season two. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
am shocked. But sorry, go
season
ahead.
season one's amazing. Season two,
Season one is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
again, very very slow, but the end brought it up compared to some other shows that I watch, which I'll talk about those later after everyone gives their short list. But
Um,
I was gonna
yeah,
say that's it for my short list.
okay. I was just gonna say why I'm surprised is because now I haven't finished it and it's taken me a while, and the reason it's taken me a while is because you're right, the start of season two was very good. I'm in the middle part right now where I don't want to say what it is, but it's very slow, and I'm really disappointed kind of how slow it is. It's not bad, but it's just kind of slow and like, and also, dude, like the intro songs aren't as good as the first season,
Oh
man.
yeah, I
And
don't
the
know why
outro
they
songs.
I don't know why they switched them, dude. I
They
was so pissed when
ruined,
they switched
yeah.
it.
Like I was hyped for the intro and outro songs like they did first season, but yeah, it's fucking ass second season. And I love Kaiju number 8, but I'm a little disappointed with this season, but like not because it's bad, it's just because it's not season one. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get you.
Well, I mean, it's always hard to like
It is.
top off season one because season one usually has that hook that actually draws your attention. And it depends how they go about it. Every season goes about it differently. Um, I
Well, there's
think,
a reason why it's slow, and once if I say the reason, it's a spoiler, but it's a good reason why it's
yeah,
slow.
it's the same reason why some people didn't like Vinland Saga season two,
I
right?
loved it. I don't get
I
how.
love season two.
Yeah.
That like I loved all of season one and two, but I know
Hmm.
some people that hated it because it didn't follow the same thing as season one, where season one in Vinland Saga was just all fight. Like it was him trying to go like purely revenge,
I thought season
and
two was
then
better than
season
season one.
two, spoiler, if you haven't watched it, spoiler, uh, is basically his career character progression. How he's trying to just move away from revenge into a different person. And I think that we see that like right at the end of season two, where he kind of like where you can kind of
Enlightened.
see it when someone says like the light in his eyes matches the same as his father's. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like I think that was huge. And I'm not gonna lie, I think Vinland Saga season three, whenever it comes out, is probably what I'm most excited for when it does come out.
But I that was one where I thought season two was better than season one, Vinland Saga. But like in Kaiju number 8, it is you know what? I'm gonna say it. Spoiler. It's a setup season. Season two of Kaiju number 8 is a setup season. And that's a good reason. You know, you need setups, but most of season two is a setup season, and that's why I just wouldn't rate it as highly. But you need that. I understand that you need that. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe you'll feel different. Like when season three comes out, maybe when you put them all together,
No,
you'll
I
feel the
no
season two. You know what I'm
100%.
saying?
No,
Yeah,
yeah, I
because
know it's a setup.
sometimes, yeah.
And I
Now
know
if
you need a setup. I'm not
yeah,
I'm
now
not
if
hating
Kaiju
for it.
ended right now, it'd be terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But
But
maybe like season three and four, maybe five come out and you put them together, you're like, oh, season two was like super huge.
no, and I get it. I get it. And like they definitely get a huge pass. It's just like um it just wouldn't make my top 5 because it's a setup, you know what I'm
We
saying?
get it, Chris. You
Yeah.
hate it.
No, I don't hate it. Um
But
anyways,
all
yeah,
right.
Luis, give us yours.
Yeah.
I think y'all are gonna like my list. Hold up.
I'm gonna hate
Where's
it.
my I hope not. Okay. So ignore this side. Obviously on the right, United and everything. But shows of 2025. Uh I tried to switch it out because I think I've seen more animes than just regular like live action movies.
Yeah.
So they're not in a specific order, but the first one I just watched this one. It's The Mighty Nine. So I don't know, have you guys seen Vox Machina yet?
New.
I've seen like maybe an episode. That's about it.
So Vox Machina follows one of the first campaigns from a famous D&D group called Critical Role. The Mighty Nine is another cartoon, but it follows a different campaign. I think it follows not the current one, but their previous D&D campaign. Um, so if you guys like D&D, and I think it's done a very good job. Like if you guys watch the actual D&D sessions, which if you've never watched D&D, it can be kind of hard because like you don't know the rules, you don't know what's going on, and then it can get boring sometimes if you don't know D&D. Because some of those episodes for their campaign go on for like anywhere from 2 hours to like 4 hours. So it's long, but it's super cool how you can see those campaigns go from that into like the actual cartoons. And I think Vox Machina and the Mighty Nine have done a really good job in turning the D&D groups into actual cartoons. Uh, Second one is Last Samurai Standing.
Which is very
It's
good. I'm only on episode 2, but it's very, very good.
okay, so I won't say much about it. All I'll say is that I was caught by surprise because I saw when it came out and I was just bored and I just picked one. And the second I started watching it, it kind of felt, I think the closest I can put is like a TV show style for like Japanese Hunger Games kind of thing, right? Would you say that's kind of accurate?
Um, I would I guess I'd say so. Yeah, there's a lot of historical accuracies which I like, like not in terms of like what went on this what went on in a certain era, but like obviously the story itself is not historically ac or it's fiction, but like just, the setting is historically accurate.
Yeah, so I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna say much about it because Chris is still watching it. But on to the next
Uh,
Sakamoto Days.
I
this
have watched that one.
I've watched part 1. I'm in the middle of part 2, but both part 1 and part 2 came out in 2025.
So I was surprised because I had read some of the manga for Sakamoto Days, and I was in the middle, but I really have been enjoying the anime. Um, I think they animated it really well. I really like the story. I really like the graphics. Uh, I don't really have any big drawbacks on this anime. I feel like it's a solid anime. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's the top 10, but I feel like it's a decently really good anime. And like
I
I can
agree
watch the whole thing and like I can
and
watch
enjoy it.
from start to finish. Yeah, and I won't get bored of watching it. You know what I
And
mean?
that's a great choice to have in your list.
Yeah. And then these last two are ones that came out recently. These are Splinter Cell Death Watch. So Splinter Cell Death Watch, I actually enjoyed. I think it came out 2 months ago, 3 months
Question.
ago. Yeah,
Have you ever played the Splinter Cell games?
yeah, but like
I have.
a while ago. Like
Right,
it's
they
been,
came out ages ago, I know. I was just
yeah,
curious if you ever played them. I didn't. I know they're a pretty popular game, but I was just curious.
yeah. I mean, in my brain, they probably came out like 6 years ago, but with my luck, they probably came out like 2008. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah,
know. Uh, but I actually enjoyed Splinter Cell Death Watch. I feel that the fight scenes were really good. Um, the way they treated firearms was very accurate. Uh, the whole process of them escaping, them fighting, them having to uh go. What's the word?
hey,
What?
do you want to know when the last Splinter Cell game came out?
Go ahead.
2013.
Okay, I way better. I thought it was like 2008. So 2013 is like
Oh, there's some that
way
came
better.
out like that was just the latest one, but yeah, the first one came out 2002. Um, but yeah, there you have it.
Yeah, I think Splinter Cell Death Watch is. I think you and Miguel will probably like it. It's only 13 episodes. It's
Okay.
nothing too long, nothing too crazy. Uh, I've heard that there might be a season two because it kind of ended. It had an ending, but they can continue on with the show if they'd like to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Um,
get what you're saying.
and then for the last one, I was actually skeptical when I watched the first season. I think this one has 2 or 3 seasons. It's called Blood of Zeus. It's also on Netflix. I think we should get sponsored by Netflix at this point with how much we're saying it.
I think everyone
But
was going
Blood
to
of
be sponsored by
Zeus,
them.
yeah. But Blood of Zeus follows, I forget the main character's name, but follows the main character, and he is basically, I guess, what they label as a bastard son of Zeus. Um, but he doesn't know it until, damn, I don't want to say the spoiler, until the main villain that pops up in season one, basically harms him and his family, and then he goes on his this process of him learning that he's a demigod, how he gains his powers, how he starts fighting back, and how he just kind of starts fighting against quote unquote fate, quite literally. And how he kind of basically almost saves the world. So I thought it was a really good show. I actually enjoyed it. I don't remember what it's rated as. I think it might be TV mature. So there's definitely some fights. There's definitely some blood. There's definitely some gore. And I think overall it's a very solid show to watch. But it does have more than one season, so it might take a hot minute to watch everything.
Yeah, it's 3 seasons. It's rated as 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb. It's pretty high. Um, 24 episodes total, it looks like.
Hmm.
Um, looks pretty good.
Yeah, it was a decent show, and I think it was like my top 5 movie slash anime shows that I've watched throughout this year.
All right.
All right. Well,
Now moving on to Chris.
so as you can see, there are two crossovers. One of the crossovers was Solo Leveling Season 2. I had that with Miguel also had that. Season 2 was really good. I don't know if it was just on par with Season 1, like because Season 1 was very good as well. And I mean, if you haven't seen it, like most people have seen it, so like it's kind of self-explanatory how good it is. Um, and then Sakamoto Days I had there too. Same with Luis. Luis had Sakamoto Days. Yeah, like you said, it's not like must watch, but it's just very enjoyable, like. And I finished part one. Part one came out in January. Part two came out in July, and I didn't finish that yet, so I still got to finish it. But I've watched enough to know like this is very solid. Um, these next ones, oh yeah, Peacemaker. Miguel had Peacemaker as well, season
Yeah.
two. Like you said, the ending was not great, but episodes 1 through 7 were very good. I thought they were all very good. I
Yeah.
thought as a whole it was better than season one. I know the ending kind of takes it away, but like it wasn't a bad ending. It just wasn't like a super hyped ending.
Yes,
Um,
especially knowing that like right now there's no plans for season three. So it's like
yeah,
so they just kind of leave you. It's just like, oh, what's gonna happen next? But I'm I'm gonna let things like happen. I'm sure it'll be explained in different
yeah.
movies or other shows. So
And John Cena is perfect as Peacemaker.
yes,
Then the other two, Adolescents, that came out on Netflix. That was like a very serious drama show about
I've heard
I th-
that's really good.
it was so good. It was a British show, and it was a drama show about a kid who I think it was like only 4 episodes, but about a kid who he committed some sort of like pretty bad crime in his school, and the way they reveal it is very good. And by the end of it, like after the show ended, I was crying for like 15 minutes after the credits rolled. It's very heavy. It's very, very real and very, very heavy. And then the last one is Physical Asia. That's also on Netflix. Have you guys seen this one?
Oh, is this the physical 100?
Yes, it's the
I
third season of Physical
Yeah.
Yeah,
100.
I haven't seen the full thing of this one. I've seen partial episodes, so like I
Hmm.
know what it is, and I've seen a lot of clips of it, like on YouTube. So I have an understanding, but I haven't seen everything.
Yeah, it's just like a game. It's like a competition show with like physical athletes, but um I've watched all seasons, like season 1, 2, and 3, and 3 is like one where they like have teams from different countries, obviously in Asia, well, except for certain teams like Australia is technically not in Asia, but it's still it is really good. They have like Manny Pacquiao in it, and
Hmm.
Robert Whitaker is like He's like a UFC fighter. Um, out of the three seasons I've seen, season three, Physical Asia was my favorite. It's a Korean show as well, by the way. I didn't mention that, but it's very good. Side note, honorable mention. I know we only included five, but honorable mention, the P. Diddy documentary was so
Oh my
good.
God.
Yeah, I thought it was so good. I uh I had it right outside my top five, so I just wanted to mention that. That's it. I thought it was really good.
I haven't seen
Okay.
it, but
I've
I am
heard things.
curious. Was there a lot of baby oil?
Oh yeah, there's more than that.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it then. Maybe I'll learn something then, within
Dude,
this.
you'll learn a lot, dude. You'll be shocked.
But now that our shortlists are out the way, before we crown each of our 2025 shows of the year, do you guys have any other honorable mentions that you want to throw in there
Um,
aside from the P Diddy documentary?
No, just the P.
I
Diddy
mean, I
documentary.
it didn't come out this year. I think it came out maybe recently. Yeah, okay. Chris, our tech guy, when did Free Run come out?
I think that came out 2024,
See,
didn't it?
it came out 2024, season one. Yeah,
Yeah,
we,
so Free Run, and that's one of the honorable mentions. I loved Free Run. I think it's probably one
it
of
was great.
like my favorite animes that I've watched in the last like few recent years. I'm super excited for season two. I'm like, they're edging me, man. I can't wait. Free Run. I mentioned it earlier. Vox Machina is definitely a show that you guys should watch. It's 4 seasons. I think it has 12 to 13 episodes each. Excuse me. It's a very good show. I think that one's on HBO Max, and I don't know where else. It might be on Hulu. Um, really good. So Vox Machina, Free Run, and then this one didn't come out specifically now, but Castlevania as a whole. Chris, have you watched Castlevania?
I watched season one or half of season one. I don't think I continued it though.
Hold up. Let's pull up the ratings. So there's Castlevania and then there's Castlevania Nocturne. Uh I loved both of them. So Castlevania season 1 through 4 is rated on IMDb on 8.3 out of 10. And then on Rotten Tomatoes is a 94. So it's
Dang,
got
that's
some
high.
decent ratings, yeah.
Damn.
And then Nocturne, how do you spell that? Yeah, Nocturne is rated at 98 as well, and IMDb rated at 7.8. So both of the Castlevanias that they come out with have been like outstandingly good. Now, I will say Castlevania 1 through 4, I think season one starts off decent. Season two gets a little slow, but then it picks back up on season 3 and 4. Um, but it's super, super good. And I think Castlevania overall, both Castlevania and Castlevania Nocturne have been some of my favorite cartoons like these last few years. So those are my honorable mentions. If I had to pick one for you guys to watch, it's definitely Castlevania.
I
Okay.
think I've watched a little bit of Castlevania, not everything.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it.
Is maybe I'm thinking is Castlevania the one the like Dracula, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I think I might have watched the first season.
So,
Maybe I
little
can't remember.
spoiler: Dracula is only a big thing on, I think maybe like season 1 and 2. I don't
Okay,
think they wait. Yeah, only like season one at the start, and then some things progress, but you don't really see Dracula throughout like all 4 seasons. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's not like one big thing. Like they kind of fight him a little bit, and then they kind of progress to other villains throughout the story. Castlevania Nocturne does not follow Dracula at all. Like it's a completely different story. You do not have to watch the first few seasons of Castlevania to watch Castlevania Nocturne. You know what I'm saying?
okay, gotcha.
Like you can watch them separately. There's some little like snippets and like things that like details that pop up that you'll like understand better if you watch the first 4, but like you won't lose anything without watching the first one.
Maybe maybe I'll probably have to keep watching it. But
Mhm. Good.
so the ones I have is for honorable mentions. So this one technically came out 2024, but it actually ended in 2025. And that is Creature Commandos.
What does that
Uh,
sound so familiar?
that is essentially the start of DCU.
Yeah, it's very good. It's a cartoon as well.
It's an adult like cartoon, like because it's rated M or whatever the TV
Oh,
rating is.
I've seen clips of this. Yeah, I just pulled it up. A
Yeah, I'll
hundred
just
percent.
I'll just say the GI Robot and the Weasel episodes are probably the best episodes in that season. Especially for me, my favorite was Weasel. I didn't know
I like
I could.
Weasel.
I didn't know I could. You would have me like almost tearing up for a goddamn Weasel.
Yeah, no, he's great.
Yeah, and the GI Robot. I don't know. Dude, that just who doesn't want to see a whole bunch of Nazis getting killed? But aside from that, I also have To Be Hero X. It's an anime.
Hmm.
It follows multiple different heroes like throughout episodes until like the end, like it all kind of comes together.
Is that the Chinese one?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's
So
Chinese,
you
but
just assumed because it was an Asian language that it was Japanese?
yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
That's
Um,
just not on.
but pretty much it was actually really good. And like the last episode was it mixed like almost like 3D animation and 2D animation. Like it
Hmm.
had like because of there's a certain hero that has like a certain ability that can like essentially can become like a 2D or 3D, so I can actually go into like the walls of the buildings and like be like almost like a picture type. So it was a great anime.
Okay,
Definitely recommend it.
so To Be Hero X is a Chinese slash Japanese co-production. So it has
Also
Chinese
has a little
creativity
bit of
with
both.
Japanese animation.
So I wasn't completely wrong.
Yeah, you weren't exactly racist. You were
Well,
throwing like the line, but you weren't there, you know?
We'll
yeah,
give him a pass. We'll give him passes
Yeah,
one time.
but
50%.
IMDb rated it super high. It's at 8.6 out of 10.
It's a good anime, dude.
Yeah.
I,
Crunchyroll gave it a 4.8 out of
yeah,
5.
I recommend it. Um, but I also have My Hero Academia, the final season.
I
Um,
haven't watched
they
the
I
last
haven't watched that
two
either.
they
seasons.
definitely stepped up their game in the final season. There's a lot of emotional moments. I'll
And I
say
heard they
that.
did. I heard they stepped up a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of emotional moments. The animation and certain scenes, like fight scenes, was actually really really good. Um, but yeah, those are the ones I have as far as nominations. But now that we have those out the way, let's crown our 2025 show of the year. Let's start off with Chris.
Okay. I gave I gave it to I know I was stuck between either I was stuck between three, Peacemaker, Physical Asia, and Adolescence. Probably wouldn't give it to Physical Asia just because it's a competition show, but even though it's like really good, um,
Is
I
it
mean
gonna
it
be
could be there, but
Hades?
like it'd be kind of like weird to put a competition show as like your best of the year, right?
I
Well, it's
mean,
Um,
not the
hey,
worst, you
it's
know.
it's a TV show, right?
it's a TV show. I mean, like if okay, what for what deserves it? Adolescence deserves it because it was damn near perfect and it was so real and perfect writing. That deserves it. But for um, my personal one of the year is probably Peacemaker season two. I just
Oh,
I
okay,
was
okay. I really thought you were going with the physical Asia one.
Yeah, it by surprise. I haven't seen
you know what?
Peacemaker, so
He's like,
maybe
wait,
I'll
wait,
watch
wait. I
it.
take it back.
I am gonna go with that. I'm gonna do something
Physical
crazy.
Asia.
I am gonna go with Physical Asia just because I was excited. I think we're now this is just okay. First of all, the only reason Peacemaker didn't get it was because the last episode. But also they released it weekly. I know it's not a big deal because I ended up like binge watching it anyways, but that was kind of annoying. Whereas like Physical Asia,
Yeah, because
they
that's the
did,
Netflix, ain't it?
yeah, it's on Netflix, and they did release it weekly, but they released it in chunks. It was like 3 episodes,
Like
four
Stranger Things.
episodes. Exactly. They released it in chunks, which made it a lot better. So I'm gonna give it to that. And it also motivated me to like work harder at the gym as well, so
Okay, okay, okay.
I'll give it
All
to
right.
yeah, Physical Asia, 100%. I'm happy with that choice.
All right. Luis, what about you?
It's a tough choice, right? So I think I can pull up my list again because there's a couple that I really like, but I won't lie. I think maybe it's because I just finished it, right? So that could be a determining factor. But The Mighty Nine is probably my favorite TV series of this year.
Is it 9 Nein like you spelled it, or is
So
it
it's
Nine.
like
Nein.
okay, like the German nine?
Yeah. So it's actually really good. I think it is, yeah, I have it pulled up because I was actually gonna rewatch it. It's eight
Yeah,
episodes.
8.6.
Yeah,
That's really high.
yeah, it has 8 episodes, and then the episodes are actually like decent length. Like they're not 30-minute episodes. Like every episode is anywhere from like 40 minutes to like 52 minutes. Um, so you get quite a bit of action. It has a really good story, and I'm not gonna lie, I think partially what I enjoyed as well is that with some of the characters, you'll progress through the story, right? And then certain episodes for like 30 minutes, they'll like backtrack and give like a quick backstory of that characters, and the backstories for the characters are actually really good. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I think actually The Mighty Nine might be like one of my favorite TV series, maybe this year and even last year.
of all time,
Um,
maybe.
no, because Castlevania is one of my like I have Castlevania, I have Avatar: The Last Airbender, you know,
Attack on Titan.
frick,
Attack on
Attack on
Titan.
Titan. Like there's a
Okay.
lot that are
Right,
like
right,
of
right, right,
all
right.
time is hard because I really love a lot of these stories.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's definitely maybe like top 20 right now.
Okay, that's
Okay.
really, really high.
So I really enjoyed it. I think just the fact that it follows a D&D campaign adds that variety in story. Because you know how like we have a recent thing where like most stories are quite similar in some aspect, right? Like
Yeah.
heroes are heroes. There's always gonna be a villain, and then the anti-villain. Like there's always like almost not the same plot or story, but like the same generalization of ideas in like TV shows. And I feel like this one kind of like is different. It's a whole different story. Uh, I think only once or twice did I guess correctly what was going on. Maybe it's because I'm dumb, but I think overall, like it was a really, really good story, and I am super excited for season two. And it's been a very long time since I've been excited for like more seasons. I think the only ones that I'm super excited is for like Frieren season two, The Mighty Nine for it to come out season two whenever they decide that, and then the Mushoko no Tensei, the Jobless Reincarnator,
Oh,
the new
yep.
Oh,
season.
that one that one's
We're back,
controversial.
baby. We are back. By the way, Jobless Reincarnator is the best isekai of all time.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm
Just
on
saying it out
episode
there.
like 15 of that, and I gotta say, there's some questionable things that go on in that show.
No, there's not.
No,
Ah.
no, no, there's not.
No, there's
I,
not. What?
maybe I'll continue it.
I don't know about
It
best
is.
isekai.
That's the
Then
only
name a better
one
one.
I've ever watched.
Name a better one.
Reincarnated as a slime.
Absolutely not.
That is way better than jobless
No, it's a
reincarnation.
good isekai,
I've
but it's
only
not
seen
better
Mushoku
than
Tensei.
Jobless Reincarnator. Jobless
The- the-
Reincarnator is by far the best isekai ever.
See, the thing about Mushoku Tensei, right? Like, you can't really watch that in the living room, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's
Yes, you
some,
can.
I don't know, there's some questionable
If you
scenes
don't, you're
or
just a coward.
I'm a coward, dude. I'm a fucking coward. Uh, But it
But
is good. There are good parts of it.
It is the absolute best isekai ever. And this is probably so this one and then like two other stories are the only stories that I've ever liked that have actually made me like read the actual novel for the cartoon. So like Jobless Reincarnator, there's the beginning after the end, the novel, and then the book Eating Magician are the first three novels that I ever read that kind of pushed me to reading more light novels. Because I don't know if you know this, but I'm kind of dumb, so I need pictures to kind of imagine, what's
hey,
going on.
same.
Yeah,
That's why I
like
read comics.
yeah, exactly. So I need pictures, but Jobless Reincarnator, book Eating Magician, and the beginning after the end have some of the best stories, for my opinion, some of the best stories that I've ever read. And I actually read almost the entire thing for, well, I finished the book Eating Magician. I almost finished Jobless Reincarnated. I think I'm missing like the last three chapters of the novel. And then the beginning after the end, I stopped reading it because I was waiting for the manga to catch up. And I just haven't picked it back up. But I definitely do have to. Uh, but yeah,
Okay.
All right.
So Mighty Nine, that was your winner.
Mighty Nine.
All right, Miguel.
Dude,
All right. So
dude.
mine, honestly, it was not even close.
Can I guess?
Like, yep.
Peacemaker.
Please
Oh
tell
no,
me
no,
that.
no. It was Welcome to Derry. It was Welcome to Derry for sure.
Nope.
It was Peacemaker?
It was not even close. It was the pit.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't even a competition.
wow. Why?
Yeah. Dude, it's just such a well-made series. Like it's very realistic. Like there's a lot of shows that show like EMS and just ER in general hospital. It's there's a lot of things in that show that are so accurate. Plus, they are not scared
Oh,
to like show everything.
so question for you, Miguel.
Yeah,
Because you and me both suffered. So we already said it. Miguel's a first responder. I was a first responder for some time. How accurate is it? Because I know like after you do a job and then they make a TV show or movie, you're like, that's not accurate. Like we'll see TV shows like doing chest compressions, which is,
it
if you don't know, is what
is.
you do for like CPR, chest compressions, your
Yeah,
hands on
it
the
is
chest.
very accurate. Like even like there's certain times in the show where like someone has like a pneumo, which is you don't know it's a collapsed lung. Someone puts them on a CPAP, which is essentially a lot of air into your lungs like quickly. And if you have a pneumo, you shouldn't put someone on that. So yeah, when you put them on like a CPAP and someone has a pneumo, you're forcing a lot of air into the lungs. And right now, if you have a collapsed lung, there's already a lot of air that's leaking into your actual like chest cavity, and all you're doing is you're actually making that worse. So even in the show, the attending comes in or the resident, I can't remember who it was. They come in, they're just like, who did this? Like, and someone fessed up to them. They're just like, no, you can't do it. Like they fixed the mistakes. Like they showed, like, hey, this is not what you're supposed to do. Same thing with like CPR. Like there are times where like someone's in CPR, they were going like too fast, and like they were just like, hey, slow down your tempo, go deeper, like this. Like they, in the moment, like did like criticism, like interventional criticism.
As it's
But
supposed to
yeah,
be. Yeah.
everything was like fairly accurate. Like again, they're not scared to show you like gunshot wounds, all this like deformities and all that sort of stuff. So for me, it was definitely not even a competition for last year. And I also love that it only takes them a year in between seasons to drop the next season. Like they're
Okay.
already dropping season two now, and it was only last year that they dropped the first season.
Can I ask you
So
Yeah.
this?
yeah,
If someone who is not in the field, would they enjoy it as much? Like me, for example, who's not in the paramedic field?
you would, but it also depends on if you like those kind of shows, like medical shows and like things that show like a lot of blood and gore.
Okay, yeah, because I watched Grey's. I'm not a big fan of blood and gore, but I did watch Grey's Anatomy. Could never get into it. I watched 3 full seasons of it, and I never got fully into it.
Oh,
So
I'm not gonna lie. I've seen all of Grey's Anatomy. To be fair,
So do you like it?
God, that's like
so
what, 15
I
seasons?
liked, yeah, I liked Grey's Anatomy before I got into the medical field, and then I noticed a lot of inaccuracies, and then I didn't enjoy it as much. To be fair, this might be a spoiler if you haven't seen it, but to be fair, these came out
I
ages ago.
wasn't planning on watching it, so
I'm not
But
going to continue it.
when they killed McDreamy and McSteamy, it ended the whole show for me.
I didn't know he died. What the heck? No, I'm kidding. I don't care.
Yeah, so they killed the two actors. I can't remember their specific names. Hold up, let me look it up
I
for
know who you're
y'all.
talking about, though.
Yeah, so it's two of the better characters, and there was George, and like all of my favorite characters just basically died off, or they were booted off, or they went somewhere else, and it kind of killed the show for me. Um, they kept some of the OG characters, but there's only so much that you can do, like drama wise. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point, like it's gotta end. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
I think
no, for sure.
honestly, after maybe like season 8, they could have probably like pushed for one more and ended it. I feel like right now it's just dragging
It's just
on.
pushing
It's just
seasons
surviving.
out
Yeah,
to
it's just
push
yeah,
out
pushing
seasons.
seasons and surviving off of the fame and credibility that they had. Which I mean, if they're trying to make the money, fuck it, why not? I mean, I respect the grind. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But no, I was gonna say, yeah, if you were definitely wanting to watch like a medical show that is very accurate and it it has some emotional stuff in there too. Like it's crazy how emotional it gets to some extents. Like there were definitely a couple times in that show that I was like there were like tears coming down because there are
I'm not
certain
surprised you
aspects
cry a
that
lot.
oh, no, Chris is the emotional one in the group
I do cry a lot in TV shows and movies, only since the beginning of this, or only since 2025 for some reason.
because you're getting older. You
Like
get more
that's probably
you get more emotional as you get older.
I think that's what it is. Yeah,
Um,
I'd say there was about 10 or 15 TV shows, movies I cried from this year.
but
Maybe you just watch good TV shows this year.
I think so. I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's what I like to
No,
believe.
yeah, that was my show for 2025. Who knows? It might be the show for 2026, but there's also other shows that are coming out this or in 2026 that I have good expectations for. So we'll see.
yeah, this might be a good year for shows.
But all right, well, that's gonna be our movies and shows of 2025. We didn't have any time. We didn't have any time for any sort of mini segments or anything like that because this covered a good bit. It was a good year for shows and movies. It wasn't flawless, but it was definitely memorable. If you disagree with us, that's fine. You're still wrong, but we'll catch you on the next pod. All right.